just as a refresher, my team did put together a few examples of people violating the gentleman's agreement about which we know nothing. And I've been in cable news for 20 years. Here it is.
Black Santa truther Megyn Kelly. Of course, there's more from Megyn Kelly, who seems to be sometimes the world's angriest multimillionaire.
I mean, look, it works for her podcast. You know, magnifying minorities, picking up on fringe issues.
Megyn Kelly, the blackface expert, the Jesus and Santa are white lady, is not going to claw her way back to social relevance.
She owes a bigger apology to folks of color around the country.
That's silly, and it's disingenuous, and it's just as ignorant and racist as the statement itself. She said something stupid. She said something indefensible.
This Kremlin propagandist Tucker Carlson.
The image he was portraying on Fox, I would actually argue it's un-American. It's a darkened heart. That's what it is. That comes from a darkened heart.
The idea of Tucker Carlson being in that mob that day and not wetting his pants is hard to imagine.
I think Tucker Carlson gives a lot of airtime to hate toward the LGBTQ community.
He is heinous. He is vulgar. He's atrocious.
The stuff Tucker and Laura Ingraham say every night, it could be written by white supremacists. And there's a section of this manifesto where the shooter starts talking about, people always say diversity is strength. I can hear it in Tucker's voice. He says this all the time, right? But the Ben Shapiros of the world say this.
To our most prominent white nationalist, he arguably has done more on cable television to spread the gospel of hate, fear, and paranoia than anyone since radio propagandist Father Coughlin in the Nazi era of the 1930s.
The worst thing about it is that Tucker, to me, was always a dumb person's idea of what a smart bigot sounded like.
The most racist show in the history of cable news.
It's weird how I didn't get the memo on the gentleman's agreement that Ben Smith and his anonymous broadcast source received. Hello, wake up.